All right. Let's chat. Hello, everybody. I am in San Diego, California. We have a lot on the go today, but I've got a little bit of downtime. So instead of going outside, I just wanted to stay in the room and chat. So where's everybody coming in from? Let me see some likes if we have anybody else from California joining me. Actually, anybody in San Diego specifically, or the rest of the states. We've got people from, Calgary. So have we got any other Canadians here? Show some likes if you've got that. We've got Indianapolis, Louisiana, Houston, Vegas, all over the place. And how about internationally? Who's joining us from somewhere across the seas? I think it is a good thing to comment on what's happening in Paris right now. I didn't realize any of that was happening until I finished work last night at about 9 o'clock Pacific time. And when I went online to read up about it, absolutely tragic. And it just blows my mind how there are people in this world who are just hell-bent on hurting others and destroying what everybody works so hard to build. So my heart goes out to everybody in Paris. And I guess as details continue to unroll, we should just focus on the support that the rest of the world is giving them. So it's tragic. Let's see some questions. If anybody has questions for us about what we're up to right now, if we're, doing something about the cruise, you guys ask the questions. I have no agenda. I just want to have a little bit of direct connect time with you guys. So what do we have here? Hi, Italy. I do see we've got several people here from Italy. Someone is asking about a calendar. We do not have a calendar yet. We're working on one right now. However, JD, my older brother, he is actually, I think he just completed his calendar, and I believe he's going to have it on the Sailing with the Scots cruise. That'll be the first chance anybody has to get it. Where's Drew? Drew is in his hotel room. I did not give him a key because he has a tendency to pull pranks on me. Did anybody see the prank, by the way, that I put on Vine of Drew kicking the fire hydrant? I thought it was funny. And Drew did not break his foot, contrary to popular belief. However, I got a lot of people online that said they had a good chuckle out of that. So I have lots of pranks up my sleeve. When we go back to when we were in high school and after high school, we used to pull pranks on each other all the time, and we were the masters of pranking. Like April Fool's was one of our favorite days of the year, so we would do these elaborate pranks on each other. So I think we'll start sharing some of that with you. I'm also going to start sharing some magic because I've obviously been performing magic most of my life, and I just want to get more online for you guys to see. So lots of stuff. Are we planning any pranks on the cruise? Someone's asking. I never thought of that. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll record one of those. Who's actually following us on Vine right now? Is anybody not following us on Vine? Because we post a lot of goofy content. As you guys know, we come from an improv comedy background. We just love having fun, and we don't take ourselves too seriously. But it's different content than what you get typically. Like on our Facebook page, you're getting some of the tips and tricks and, nice, beautiful photos from wherever we are. But Vine, we get to be a little silly. Someone's asking if I've been to Key West. That's one of the stops for Sailing with the Scots. And by the way, Sailing with the Scots, for those of you who are not going on the cruise ship with us, lame, it sold out. So that is very exciting. This is our very first inaugural cruise. We booked an entire ship. We're taking 2,000 fans with us to Key West, Cozumel, out of Miami. And we've got so much stuff packed into it for you guys that it's going to be a good time. So if you are on the ship, excited to see you in a couple days. If you are not on the ship, next year. We'll try and do another one next year. Nothing's planned yet, but if we do one again, you'll definitely want to check it out. Let's see here. Lots of stuff coming in here. Somebody said, what happened to your Husay account? I don't know what happened to my Husay account. Did it get... Husay, yeah. No, there's so many different forms of social media that I just don't have time to keep up with them. I try to focus on the ones where you guys ask the most questions and where I get the most engagement. And that's definitely Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Periscope, Snapchat, stuff like that. So, someone says the next cruise should be in the summer months. That defeats the purpose of escaping a cold climate. I think that the winter months are the perfect months to escape and go on a cruise. So, someone's asking about Spanish. It has been so crazy for the last several months. I have not had a chance to practice my piano or my Spanish, which I know is terrible. I need somebody who can just, light a fire under me and just crack the whip and make it happen. So, Brooke, my piano teacher in Toronto, has been messaging me, and she has been telling me she's going to kick my butt if I don't start doing some stuff. So, tell me what I should do. If I had a little bit of downtime, and you can show me with some likes, would you rather I record videos of me speaking Spanish and post those? Show the likes if that's what you want. Because it is the language of love, right? It's a romantic language. Or would you rather that I play the piano and sing and post some of those videos? Okay, I'm guessing by the response you want the piano. Or what if I sing in Spanish and then play the piano and post that? That would be cool. I don't know if I'm that good yet. Somebody said French is the language of love. Yeah, you're right. So what is Spanish? Spanish is a beautiful language too. Can't think what it's called. So anyway, back to questions. What's my favorite ice cream color? I would say chocolate chip mint or cookies and cream, probably. One of those ones. I like gelato. Somebody is asking if I can speak French. Oui, un petit peu. I can't remember. It's been a long time. I used to be fluent in French when I was a kid, and then I didn't speak it for like 8 or 10 years, and I forgot it. But I can generally understand if somebody's speaking French. I can understand what they're saying. Can I sing in any language? I guess I know some songs in different languages. Frère Jacques, dormez-vous? That's French. I do not speak Mandarin. I speak a little Farsi. I grew up with Iranians, and so I learned a little bit of Farsi. Salam chaturi. What else we got here? How many languages can I curse in? Too many to mention. That's usually what you learn first. You learn the curse words. When am I coming back to Arizona? No plans right now that I'm aware of, but our schedule has been so chaotic that we're all over the place. I know that we are right now we're in San Diego, and then from here we're headed to Miami, and we're going to be, in Miami for a day. Then we hop on the cruise ship, Key West, Cozumel. And then I have to go back to Toronto because I've got a bunch of projects there. I've got 10 projects on the go right now in Toronto, which if you've ever wondered how it works, basically, I usually have about 9 projects on the go at a time, and every city I go to, I send a crew out ahead of time to find sub-trades, to find general contractors, to find design leads and people who can aid me in getting all of these projects done. And I always have local GCs attached to it because I want to make sure that there's a warranty on all the work for the homeowners. So once I leave a city, if anything ever happens, there's always a warranty on it, and my homeowners are taken care of. So it's a pretty well-oiled machine, but I have to be there between all the projects as often as possible. So with 10 projects on the go, they're all in good swing right now, but I need to get back as soon as the crew's done and check them all out. Hardwood versus laminate, somebody's saying. Well, you have to think about your lifestyle, and you want to make sure you're putting in a product that functions for your lifestyle. There's single board laminate today that is indistinguishable from engineered hardwood. You cannot tell the difference. So it's about 10 times more durable than any species of hardwood, and it can be beautiful. So something to consider. Some people say they hate laminate only because they're thinking of that cheap wide boards, like the really, really wide thing. It's about a foot wide. That you don't want to put that stuff in. But don't be afraid of it. There's even laminate products that are completely impervious to water. Another product we use all the time, vinyl planks. There's vinyl planks. I even fooled Drew. I had a floor I put in, and Drew went down. He felt it. He was positive that it was engineered hardwood. No, it was vinyl planks. It was all made from recycled rubber. So do not be opposed to using something just because the name of it has a stigma. Vinyl plank flooring, obviously completely waterproof, will last 100 times longer than hardwood. Somebody says, should you put vinyl planks in without padding underneath? Yeah, because you have to glue them down, so you don't typically put padding underneath. If you do need some sort of an insulator underneath, there's actually products you can get that are a much more dense product. You can glue that to your slab, and then you can glue the vinyl plank on top of that. Or typically, like if it's a wood underlayment, you'll put a layer of plywood down, and then you glue right onto that. Let's see here, what else have we got? Ready for our dance challenge on the cruise? I have been offered a dance challenge on the cruise. I am ready for it. I have not practiced, but I'm still ready for it. There's going to be karaokeing. There's going to be some comedy. There's going to be a little bit of everything. So be ready. You never know where we're going to pop up. Let's see here. Well, by the way, and this is another. The easiest thing for me to do on these chats is to do surveys, and the only way I can tell is by the likes. Who likes an idea? If we were going to do another immersive Scott Brothers experience, so the cruise ship, we were able to do it, and we've got 2,000 fans coming on the cruise ship, which is incredible. If we were going to do something again, what would you like to see us do? Another cruise? Is that something that you like? You can show by the hearts if you like it. Because we could do another cruise, pick a different destination, maybe even go longer, have even more celebrities, because we've got a lot of other celebrities on there with us, a lot of Vine stars as well. It's going to be really fun. Or would you rather see us, go to a resort somewhere on an island or something? Maybe do something like that. Maybe pick a city and pick something like Hawaii. Would you rather see us do something like that where we take over a whole resort, see how many people we can fit there? What other kind of vacations are there? People have said to us that there's a number of different things. What about a road trip with the Property Brothers? We could caravan across the country, maybe weave up and down from the States to Canada. Who knows? Maybe do something like that. Have you ever thought of a road trip with the Scott Brothers? It's got a good ring to it. Anyway, send us your suggestions. Somebody said go to Puerto Rico. I have been to Puerto Rico. I like Puerto Rico. That would be a fun place to do it. Do I still perform in Vegas? No, I haven't performed there in a while just because we've been away on the road so much. We're filming up in Toronto right now for another month and a half, so I'm back and forth constantly. Before that, we were in New York for 7 months and filming there. Before that, we were in Atlanta for 10 months. So we're always all over the place. It's hard to perform. I might actually perform somewhere in Vegas while I'm back there filming Brother vs. Brothers. So keep an eye out for that. If you ever wonder, where can I find you guys? Where do I know where you're going to be? Go on our website, thescottbrothers.com, and go to thescottbrothers.com/events. And that has a listing of everywhere you can see us. If there's a major talk show, anything you want. All right. So, have I been to Bali or Indonesia? No, I have not. I have not traveled there. Where's Stewie? Stewie and Gracie are with my assistant right now. They are up in Toronto on vacation, so they're not here with me. Some other questions here. Something new. Who can ask me the weirdest, most random question? Ask something. What's the weirdest, most random question? I'm going to look through this feed here, and whatever the weirdest, most random question is, that's the one that I'm going to answer. I'm moving because my phone just told me I'm about to die, so stand by as you're asking those questions. Where are we here? Let's see here. Somebody asked, how much do I love Marnie? I love Marnie a lot. Marnie is my makeup artist. She's been with me for, my goodness, almost 6 years. Marnie is amazing. Don't mind me while I'm plugging in. What else have we got here? Let's see. Have I ever had a cavity? Yes, I have had 2 cavities in my life. They were all when I was much younger. I haven't had a cavity in probably 15 years. Something like that. I go to the dentist every 3 months because I don't like to get gingivitis. So I have a clean mouth. Does it look clean? I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. What other weird... All right. Piercings. Do you think I have piercings? It's a weird question. It's a good question. Do you think that a manly contractor would have piercings? Maybe. No. Some people say here no. Some people say you used to. I will tell you that I did. I had 3 piercings. but I won't tell you where because I just have to leave some mystery and you guys can guess. Let's see here. What else? What other weird questions do we have? I don't know what that means. Do I love pink? I wouldn't say I have any specific preference toward pink. If a client wants pink in their design, absolutely I put it in there. But let's see. Would I get a tattoo? I'm not opposed to a tattoo. I don't have any tattoos, but if I'm permanently etching something on my body, it would have to be something that means a lot to me. And I haven't thought of what that might be. So, JD told you where the piercings were? No, he didn't. We'll have to see. If someone guesses it, I'll tell you. But anyway, let's see here. Why am I not watching football right now? I decided to chat with you guys. So if you want me to go watch football, I could, but it would mean that this chat would be over, which would suck. Let's see here. What's my favorite dessert? Anybody who knows us knows it's my mom's mint dessert. She makes this incredible mint dessert. So that's my favorite dessert, which is going to be exciting because Mom and Dad are coming for Christmas. The whole family is going to be together, so that's great. We always have the biggest fun. We're not really a gift kind of family. We're not big into the whole gift thing. So, which any of you know as well, like Drew and me, we don't like receiving gifts. So we would much rather you do something creative in social media and post that than send something. But what we do for Christmas is each person who's going to be there for Christmas morning, we each get 2 names, and I am the keeper of the list. You get 2 names, one person that you do a stocking for and one person that you do a gift for, and it's all mixed up randomly, and each cannot be over $100, so it has to stay under $100, and you are encouraged to make it. So something that is meaningful to the person you're giving it to, and that's it. So when people come over, we don't have a million gifts and stuff going back and forth. It's more about the time we're spending together, and usually we'll have some good food and things like that. What color is my toothbrush? That's a weird question. It is white and blue. Do you guys want to see, because Drew always makes fun of me about my whole morning routine. He always makes fun of, it takes forever for Jonathan to get ready. It actually doesn't. Do you want to see what I carry around for toiletries? Is that something that is of any interest? You can show me with the likes. It doesn't look like, maybe you guys don't care. Maybe that's something that you don't want to see. So, all right, well, I guess I can skip that. I know people say yes. I guess the likes are not coming up, but you're asking. Hello, Russia, by the way. Somebody from Russia's on here. Okay, well, I will show you. Drew goes on about how I'm a diva who carries bags and bags. I'll have you know, by the way, going away on my cruise, that is all I'm carrying on the cruise. One small little bag like that. All right. So, what do we have here? So we have hairspray. We have hair gel. My blue and white toothbrush. Just a comb. That's all I use. I use these to actually do my hair. And then toothpaste. Gotta have that. Can't stink. Contractors sometimes stink. And then other than that, I have emery board and oil of oregano. That's pretty much it. So when Drew says that I carry 16 cases of stuff to get ready in the morning, no sir. Drew has like a 20-step facial moisturizing routine that he does, and then he takes like 20 pills every morning of like vitamins and all of this kind of stuff, and then another 20 throughout the day. That just seems like putting too much stuff in your body. Someone's asking what the oil's for. Oil of oregano, it's good for you. If you're starting to feel a cold come on, or you're starting to get like a sore throat, you start taking that and it blasts it out of your system. I put it under the tongue, 5 drops under the tongue. You hold it as long as you can before your eyes start to water. It's intense. All right, what else? What else have we got? Someone says, is he vegan? Who are you referring to? Me? I'm not vegan. Drew is not vegan. Let's see here. I saw a question, it looked like from the show Friends, but then it went away. A Ross and Rachel question. Ask that one again. Let's see here. Commando or undies? Come on, guys. Obviously, boxer briefs. Let's see here. How many travel miles do you have racked up? It would make your head spin. We fly probably 250 hours a year, something like that. That's a lot of miles. Have you seen Wicked? Yes, several times. Wicked is one of my favorite musicals. One of my best friends, Anne Brummel, used to be Elphaba in Wicked. She is one of the funniest, most talented ladies that I know. So there's actually pictures of me with her and with the Wicked cast on my Facebook. So if you go way, 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 way back, you'll see those there. What are your favorite musicals, by the way? Because I'm a huge fan. People always ask, why do you live in Vegas? Well, for me, I'm not a big gambler or anything like that. I'm not really big into the party scene, but I love shows and restaurants. And other than probably New York, Vegas has the best shows and restaurants in the country. So what shows do you like? Who likes Mamma Mia? You can show me with your likes. Or actually, Phantom is probably my favorite. Phantom still today is my favorite. I've seen it, oh my gosh, I saw it first when I was a kid, the touring show, then saw it in New York as a kid, saw it again this year. So, Les Mis, fantastic show. Beatles Love, that was a great show. Saw that. Actually, I've seen that twice now in Vegas. Just saw Chicago this year with my friend Alex. That was a lot of fun. First time seeing Chicago, and they got us on stage. Actually, you'll see, because remember us talking about Bros on Broadway? There's a digital vignette that's going to be coming out. Wait till you see that. It's pretty fun, and we do something with the cast of Chicago and Something Rotten, and there's a whole bunch. Jersey Boys, yes. I have friends in Jersey Boys, and I've seen it several times. That is a great show, and I loved the music. What else? What if, I've always told you guys what my favorite things are, because I love sushi, I love movies, I love live shows, I love magic. What do you love? What are your passions? Your guilty pleasures. What are your guilty pleasures? See here, we have somebody that likes listening to Motown. Hello, Annabelle. Somebody says to say hi to their daughter, Annabelle. Hello. Let's see here. We've got somebody who loves Dancing Queen. So when you put on Dancing Queen, do you just turn all the lights down and just start dancing like a maniac? Is that what you do? What else do we have here? Race car driving? Now, I've been invited to go and actually drive like NASCARs and do all of that. I've never done that. It sounds like it would be a lot of fun. I love concept cars. So there's some pretty cool invites that we've had if I ever had a day off. Somebody put watching Property Brothers. That's pandering, but I'll take it. So what else do we have here? Guilty pleasures. Hi, Finland. My uncle's from Finland. People like watching American Horror Story. Drew and Linda are obsessed with that show. They've watched all of it. Someone said seeing live concerts. Who's your favorite concert to see live? In recent times, I have seen... Actually, I'll let you guys know, because if you've been following me on social media, you'll know who I've seen perform live recently. Who would you say is probably my favorite performer that I've seen live over the last 12 months? Who do you think? I'll say a few, but I'm going to see if you guys can get any of them, if you remember. If you guys watch my social media, you'd know. See here. I have seen Ed Sheeran. Do we have any Ed Sheeran fans out there? He is incredible live. He does all his own backup vocals and everything. It's quite impressive. I have seen Taylor Swift live, and that was a really, really phenomenal show. And The Weeknd was there as well. Shawn Mendes popped in. A bunch of different artists popped in. Who else have I seen? I saw Ariana Grande perform for a private party not too long ago. That was a lot of fun. Who else have I seen? I saw I saw a bunch of acts. I can't remember now. I have to go back and take a peek because I did a bunch of things like the billboards and CMA Fest, so I've seen a bunch of different artists perform there. Hey, I just tore my jeans on this chair. There's a staple loose. I'm going to have to get my toolkit out. Yeah, so who are your favorite artists? I see on here we've got people that said Dave Matthews Band. I've seen Dave Matthews live. It was a really good show. I was actually in Amsterdam when I saw Dave Matthews perform live. That was great. I would love to see Bruno Mars. That would just be an amazing show. I actually have an illusion that I designed to Grenade, so yeah, we'll have to see maybe if I actually perform that at some point. Mika, that's right. I saw Mika live, and he's one of my absolute favorite artists, a friend of mine. Who else? Zach Brown. I've seen Zach Brown perform. Saw Maroon 5. Yeah. See, I knew there were a lot more people I've seen perform over the last 12 months. Just forgot. Someone's asking what color my eyes are. Hazel. But they get a little bit more green in some situations, a little bit more blue in the summertime. I actually have a little discoloration in that eye there. Don't know what that's from. All right, what else? Let's get some more questions here. Someone put Donnie and Marie. Donnie and Marie are hilarious. So we've done their show several times in Vegas. I've done Marie's TV shows, well, her talk show, and they're the sweetest people in the world. I think my dad has a crush on Marie. She kissed him on the forehead, and he said he's never washing his forehead again. So, Dad. All right, what other questions do we have? I've only got about 10 minutes left, so let's get some good questions. Have you ever seen Bon Jovi? I have not seen Bon Jovi live, no, but he does have some pretty epic music. I was watching the other day a clip online, because I rarely ever watch TV. I almost never turn on my TV, but I see clips online, and there's an old clip of the Ellen show, and it was Dennis Quaid, where Ellen was in his ear, so she tells him what to say, and he walks into like a Starbucks, and he shouts out, "Dennis Quaid is here! Dennis Quaid has arrived!" Has anyone seen that? Flippin' hilarious. It's one of my favorite sketches. All right, what do we got here? More questions. Favorite type of food? Need you ask? Sushi. It's definitely sushi. What else have we got here? Come to Reading. I have not been to Reading. Favorite drink? I drink a lot of water. That's probably my regular favorite drink. Otherwise, sometimes I'll do orange juice mixed with Sprite because I'm a man. I like beer. Probably just a good Bavarian beer or like a vodka Sprite, something like that. Or actually raspberry vodka on ice. I know, real manly drinks. Let's see here. That's the one problem on Periscope is the questions come and go so fast, sometimes I can't get to them. Let's see. Workout routine. Well, I don't typically go and pump iron at the gym. Does anyone call it pumping iron? I don't know. I'm ADD, and I find that very monotonous, and I hate it. So I like to play sports. I like to just do small things in my day. Instead of taking an escalator, I'll walk the stairs or things like that. That's typically what I do to get exercise because most of the time I'm on site lifting 2x4s and, sledgehammering and stuff like that. It's pretty physical. How many plaid shirts do you have? Okay, I have to admit, I just went through all my new wardrobe for the show. Most designers are only putting out plaid shirts these days. It is so weird. So I have 52 new shirts between my shows. Of all the 52 new shirts, I did a count, and 38 of them were plaid. That is ridiculous. So I'm currently in the search. I've got my stylist looking for non-plaid options. Do my dogs have plaid shirts? No. I don't push them around in a baby stroller either. That would be weird. I don't know if I started the plaid trend, but I definitely hammered it home. What's the first thing that I do in the morning? Usually the first thing I do is I roll over in a semi-unconscious state and check my email, because there's usually like 100 emails in the morning, and I like to get a lot of them out of the way before I even get out of bed, which has made me late for work sometimes. Hello, Croatia. Got somebody in Croatia who's joined us. Favorite breed of dog? Are Stewie and Gracie listening right now? Maybe I shouldn't answer that question if they're there. Someone's asking more pranks on Drew. Hell yeah. I have one that I don't know how I'll pull it off. I don't know where or when I'll pull it off. But it is the most epic prank of all time. It's mean. Nobody will get hurt except for Pride. But it's good. So you'll have to watch that. It'll be posted on Vine. So start following on Vine. And I'm actually going to post some of my old Vines as well to Facebook, so you'll get to see some of that content, and on Instagram. So if you're following me on one platform but not the other, follow us on everything, because we put different content on different platforms. All right. Last couple questions, and then I've got to get back to work. Hello, Orlando, by the way. I got here favorite type of food. Again, that's I do like Mexican food, but I can't eat anything too spicy. I have a pretty weak stomach, so I have to do I like sushi because it's nice and clean. Am I ticklish? I'm not really ticklish. No, I don't know why. Let's see here. Am I going to Super Bowl? Not sure yet. We were working Super Bowl last year and then attended the game, but we did the big fan fest thing in behind the Super Bowl. That was a blast. What a buzz. Let's see here. Last couple questions. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look away, and then I'm just going to look at the screen, and whatever question I see, I'm going to answer it, regardless of how embarrassing it is or whatever I see, I'm going to answer it. So I'll do that with 5 questions. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Where is your brother Drew? Well, that was a waste. He's in the other room, so he's got his own hotel room. So he's not here. We have a thing we're doing for the National Association of Realtors. We're doing it in Wells Fargo. We're doing it at 4 o'clock today in San Diego. All right, next one. That's not a question. Next one. That's not a question. Would you date me? I don't know you. Has anyone ever used an online dating app? Because I have a lot of friends who use like everything from Tinder to OkCupid to Match.com, Plenty of Fish. What is the most successful way I'm interested actually to find out from you guys. What is the most effective way to meet your soulmate? I'm not really the type of person to just go out and casually date. If I wanted to meet Miss Right, what would I do? Where would I go? So you tell me. I'll name them off. Hit like if this is one that you've had success on, but not just a casual, like somebody that you really connected with. So how about Plenty of Fish? Anybody use Plenty of Fish? A few people. What does it mean when the hearts are brown? This seems like a weird color for hearts. What about Match.com? Anybody use that one? How about, what did I say? So I said Plenty of Fish, Match.com, OkCupid, FarmerMatch.com. I shouldn't use that one? Oh. Tinder. Anybody use Tinder? Would I get swiped left or would I get swiped right? Which way? I don't remember which is which. I think left is no, right is yes. I don't remember. Yeah. Or what about this? Call me crazy. What about if I just go out and meet people? I like to do that. I like to just meet people using my words instead of typing. Call me crazy. All right, next question. I've only got 3 questions left. So I'm not going on Farmer Match. I can see several of you putting on that. All right, ask some more questions. Let's let some of the questions get up inside the feed. And I've got 3 questions left of me before I've got to go. So looking away, and the first question I see, boom. That's not a question. Next, not a question. Most dangerous thing you've ever done? I've done a lot of wild stuff. When I was performing magic as an illusionist in my early 20s, I actually did an illusion where there was a bed of spikes, and I was in a straitjacket, upside down over top of all the spikes, and I had to escape. And in reality, there's a lot of safety precautions put in place to prevent a serious injury, but there's also a lot of danger. And so I had, there was one of the stage techs who was in charge of making sure that my timing's on, and if anything terrible was going to happen, he would stop everything. Well, he wasn't paying attention, and then he thought he missed his music cue, and he released my safety harness when I had not actually finished escaping from the jacket yet, which caused me to fall prematurely, and I landed down onto a spike, and I don't know if you can see, I have a scar. You probably can't see it. The lighting's really bad in here. Anyway, I have a scar on my elbow. It's about 4.5 inches long, and that's where the spike went right up inside my elbow, and my arm was stuck in the upright position because there was a spike going up through the elbow. So that was one of the most dangerous things I've ever done. Next question. So 2 questions left. Looking away, and boom. Most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to you. Oh boy. A lot of embarrassing things happen to me because it's hard. I don't really get embarrassed, but typically speaking, these things would be embarrassing. I have a tendency to always forget to do up my zipper. I don't know why. Drew makes fun of me for it. All of my friends know that this happens, but I, for some reason, have no idea why whenever I'm putting on my pants, I forget to do up my zipper. And so I spend half of my life wandering around with my fly hanging open. When we did QVC the last time, during half of the QVC performance, my zipper was open. And then finally on one of the breaks, Drew's like, "Jonathan, the zipper!" Yesterday when I was doing the National Association of Realtors appearance, did half of that with my zipper open. So yeah, that's probably one of them. Last question. Make it a good question. If it's not a good question, I'll make fun of you. This is the very last question of this chat. And boom. Longest distance ever traveled. Whew. I'd have to go back and look at my itinerary, but French Polynesia probably. I went to Tahiti, Bora Bora. I think that's the longest single trek I have ever made. It was worth it because Bora Bora, Moorea, one of my favorite places on earth. So beautiful and pristine and not overdeveloped. So probably that. Good questions. Thank you, everybody. I hope to see many of you on the Sailing with the Scots cruise starting on Monday. And other than that, hit me up. Social media, Mr. Silver Scott across all platforms. And remember, please, please, please express all of your love for everybody in Paris and everything that happened in Paris. They could use your support. Don't let the people who did this win. Do not let it end the compassion that you show for people. Don't let it show that you can smile and that you can, spread the love. But definitely let's just take a moment to remember what happened to all those victims. Thank you.